Bruce?
Great. Hey, thanks, Andrea. And you're absolutely right. I mean, all of us are here trying to accomplish a mission, and that is, caring for our patients, our customers. And, in this environment where you're going to have less foot traffic and the face-to-face is now going to be through telecommunication, it's going to change everything. And we're not doing business like we did just a few weeks ago. So we have to start thinking differently about what we are doing and how are we going to be able to facilitate our business and continue to communicate with the patients effectively and, quite frankly, get paid. So we have to look at the things in context, but now with all kinds of distractions out there, we have to be able to look at what can we do internally to make sure that our business is going to continue and we can continue to have a regular stream of cash flow coming back in, and that's not being disrupted. So that's one of the things that we wanted to talk about with some tips that we can take a look at. What can we do right now to help facilitate some of this communication to the patient, and how can we help our businesses with their patient pay, billing, and collection efforts. And if you could go to the next slide, we have a couple of really good tips here. So you're looking at email statements as a means of being able to communicate to the patient versus waiting for the mail to go out and getting patients to go to their mailboxes. We know the communication is going to slow down. So e-statement is virtual and can get to the people immediately. In with that, it is an opportunity to go ahead and communicate with the patient differently. You can have inserts in your statements that can communicate to the patient your new policies and procedures for pickup, drop off, home delivery, whatever you need to promote, to go ahead and be able to highlight those things so that they know you're open for business, and what they can do to make sure that they can continue to get the supplies that they need. Certainly, if you're not using a payment portal for payments, please look into that to figure out how best to go ahead and get that operating for yourself, so you can get patients to go online, make payments, manage their accounts, and be able to go ahead and communicate with you more directly. Certainly, encouraging patients to pay online so that can flow into your regular retail work, so that they can pick up their supplies curbside or have home delivery or shipped to home. That's something that you need to look at immediately. And then the thing that we really have to keep in mind is that currently there are millions of people that are being laid off and out of work. So we know there's going to be difficulty down the road in patients paying you. So start considering now what you can do to accommodate different types of payment plans and different options for them to pay, to make sure that, one, they are get the services they need, but you're also going to be able to help them pay for those services. And then look at your resources. This is a time where you can take a look at knowing how restricted they are perhaps in your area, to be able to look at outsourcing perhaps some of those services to help you do the outreach, do the outbound calls to your customers, whether there's a call center service that's available to you or whatever. But those are the things that you need to start looking at. And there's many other things you can start agreeing. These are just a few.
Hey, Bruce, those were, some great tips. And, I know you guys are on the front lines of this. What are some of the things? You guys have a domestic-based team, customer service, right? And how is that team holding up? What kinds of dialogues are they having with customers in their outbound calls?
We're fortunate too, Andrea, where our high trust certification, one of the things we have to do for continuation of business is be able to work remotely. So all of our staff, fortunately, is safe, working from home.
Well, guys, I'm so grateful that you took time out of your day for being with us to get these updates, to get back up and running. I think we can be encouraged by the passage of the CARES Act and definitely are looking forward to those developments. And have a wonderful afternoon, and we'll be in touch.